Good, perfect. I think people who will show up have showed up, so we will begin this little activity that we have for you guys, since you will be still waiting for the partner companies to still evaluate your pitches, which were all amazing. Thank you for that. We'll have a little showcase for you from different entities from Aaltoes and Startup Sauna, and then the CEO of Valo will talk a little about Valo. But again, from my side, I want to really thank you so much for being here. From my side, this has been quite an amazing weekend, and I hope from your side it has been as well. I hope the food has been great, the venue has been awesome, your friends, maybe new friends, old friends, everything awesome. A little disclaimer actually, we promised some drink tickets for you guys at 4, but we have done a little transfer, so we're not actually giving out food drink tickets, but your badges will get these. We'll have a stamper for your badges. So all of your badges, keep them. We'll stamp those when you go get drinks. Perfect. But we will start this hour with the CEO of Valo. So please give a round of applause for Erno Launo.
Hey everybody, how are we doing? Do we still have some energy left? All right. Pitches are done, ready to collect the awards and so on. And thanks for the possibility to share some thoughts with you guys. I thought I would take the opportunity to share our story, as all great innovations have a story to tell. And as for Valo, first of all, I hope that we've been putting out our best, and the place has served the purpose. But as for the story, in our case, it goes back all the way to 2015. The founders of this company they have their background in construction business and real estate. And one of the guys, he used to travel quite a bit, check into hotels and checking out from the hotels, checking into business hotels and so on. And at some point, of course, they have expertise from the field, and they start to think that actually it's more than 40% of the CO2 load on the planet that is caused by builded real estates and the ones that are being built as we speak. So it kind of makes no sense to keep them empty. No, they start to think that, okay, why don't we actually create a concept that allows somebody to sell the hotel rooms twice per day instead of only once per day. No, at that time they had something like 1 million euro in revenue available, and there was a bit of a gap between that stage and something like this. But it took a few more conversations and they started to build the concept, and they started to gather more talents to their team. And I think it was January in 2018 when this building was started to being built. So a few years, some crazy ideas, a great team with the right talents and huge motivation and huge vision. And I trust that we've been seeing those elements also during this weekend. But yeah, so we started the building in 2018, January, and opened the doors in September 2020. Of course, we were a bit unfortunate to open the doors in the middle of a COVID, but nevertheless, we're still here, right? So in the nutshell, the core of this idea is to maximize the utilization rate of real estate. So we have, in this building, we have 422 rooms, and instead of using it only as a hotel, we use it as an office space during the daytime, and we use it as a hotel during the nighttime. How many of you have been to the workrooms of the facility? Pretty much everybody. Not everybody, but many. So you have seen the mechanism that kind of you can lift the chair or you can lift the bed to the wall and vice versa. Okay, so that's the very core of the thing. And there are a few consequences that are being enabled through something like this. First of all, we can sell the room twice per day. And if we are able to push up the occupancy rate of this building and many more buildings to come, we'll save the planet. How about that? Are we cool with that? Okay. That's one thing. And then another thing is that as we have the building full all through the day, we can also bring other elements to the service portfolio, like the restaurant over there, like the bar over there, and the wellness area on the rooftop. How many of you experienced the rooftop? Okay. So the old office buildings I've been to, they don't have jacuzzis or wooden saunas on the rooftop. And not too many hotels do either. If they do, their room rate begins with number 4 or 5 or something like that. So we have the occupancy rate, we have the service portfolio, and then of course, if you happen to be a capitalist, then we get also double revenues from a single building. So in a nutshell, I hope that we and Valo qualify as an innovation, and I hope that we've been an inspiration to you guys also during the weekend. And on my behalf and on Valo's behalf, great thanks to Dash Hack organization. It's been great having you here and to have our pilot building test driven like this. So thank you on my behalf, and best of luck to the rest of the day.
Good, perfect. Thank you, Erno. Next up, we'll have Ahmed, who is the president of Aalto ES.
Hey, good evening, everyone. Let me check that this works. Great. Hey, my name is Ahmed. I'm the president at Aaltoes this year. And in a nutshell, what Aaltoes is a community, a student-run community of people who want to get a higher ambition level in an entrepreneurial way. So how we see ourselves is basically as the gateway to your career, really. So at Aaltoes you get to experience what it's like to build stuff. You get quite an intensive experience, especially in entrepreneurship, and oftentimes that's the realization that you need before you decide what you actually want to do with your career. So we have people, of course, continuing on their entrepreneurial journey to become founders. We have people who like the ecosystem work, the facilitative work of making other people shine, that continue in other ecosystem entities on the right. And then we have people, of course, who decide that, hey, entrepreneurship is not for them. And Aaltoes is the perfect place to realize that at an early age, and you get to actually build the career that you want, whether it's in corporates or consulting or anything else. But yeah, so why am I here? Why do we do what we do? Two basic premises, really. I think we can all agree that the world is pretty wicked. It's filled with problems that we need to solve basically yesterday. And so for that, we believe that entrepreneurship is the best way to solve them, because it's fast, it's scalable, all the bad options go out the window pretty quickly when you do things fast. And that's why we need a world where people can fulfill their full potential as entrepreneurs. And how do we do that? Well, we at Aaltoes create the perfect environment to build stuff and to fulfill your potential as an entrepreneur for those of you who are. And what this looks like at best when people actually achieve great things. Some side products from these activities are, for example, concepts such as Slush, Kiuas, Junction, Startup Lifers, and pretty soon we can add Dash to this list as well. And so many of the people who go through this pump, that is Aaltoes, also go on to found some pretty amazing companies that go on to at least attempt to solve these wicked problems in the world. And these are just examples of the startups that we have in Finland today that have been founded by some pretty amazing people who have gone through Aaltoes. So how does this really work? What does this look like day to day? It's run by a board of 6 people. the job of the board is basically to facilitate all the projects, all the community activities, everything that we have going on at Aaltoes. This changes every year, and it's always student-run. And so every year we have some goals that tailor towards a more entrepreneurial ecosystem. And this year it's tailoring the value to everyone who wants to join Aaltoes. So everyone joins for different reasons that I'll come back to a bit later in the presentation. Also, something that we found is that science needs to be more in touch with entrepreneurship. We have some pretty amazing research happening in Finland, and we need to intertwine that with entrepreneurship to get some really amazing solutions. And lastly, of course, because we are a community, we have to leverage what we have for everyone. So, what this looks like on the project side of things. All these projects are completely technically under Aaltoes except for Dash this year, which is in the spin-out process. But what this means is community members, everyone in Aaltoes gets to build whatever they want, with whatever ambition level they want, with absolutely zero risk, because Aaltoes bears the risk in these projects. It allows young people to dare to challenge any possible things that might block them from achieving some big dreams. And examples of this are this year, for example, Silta, a program which takes potential entrepreneurs to Silicon Valley to learn intensively and boost their company. Dash you already know of. Revive, I think you've all met here as well. Ignite, for example, is a summer accelerator program that we have at Startup Sauna, just to name a few. And so, what else do we do? Well, as mentioned quite a few times, a group of people makes a community. We're a really tight-knit one. We do some activities on like balancing the entrepreneurial side. We do some sports, like on the top left we went karting. Bottom left we do some study trips as well. That was to California last year. Then top right, that's some community activities. We do barbecues, breakfasts, anything really to boost morale around Startup Sauna. And lastly, we also have almost weekly events about interesting topics that you will most definitely find one of them at least interesting. So we try to find as broad of a spectrum of different topics as possible and intertwine that with entrepreneurship to find interesting ways to apply it. So, back to the value proposition for everyone. Founders. If you are a founder of a company, we have the support for you. We have an exclusive founder community that we tailor value to in the form of mentorship, in the form of peer help, in the form of workshops. We just had founder sprint this weekend, for example, which was all the founders basically being together and working on their own companies with each other. For people who are interested in entrepreneurship and getting the experience without being a founder, join a project, volunteer. There has been, I think, 70 volunteers at Dash this year, all part of this great experience and dipping basically not only their feet, but basically entire body up to their neck in entrepreneurship through this experience that they can later build on. Lastly, not quite sure yet, interested in the topic, join our events. As mentioned, weekly we do different events at Startup Sauna. That's in Otaniemi, and you'll surely find something that's for you. So, if any of this resonated with you, I encourage you to scan our Telegram QR code. You'll not miss any of our events, and follow us on social media as well. Thank you.
Thank you, Ahmed. Aaltoes is quite amazing, and if you haven't yet gotten involved, you definitely should. That's where the whole volunteer community was built in, and I think almost all of us will continue doing this in some shape or form, because if you're not participating, or if you don't have time to participate, or if you don't think you have the skill set to participate yet in, I think this is the best way to be involved and get a lot of experience. Next up, we will have Nea Harjanne, who's the CEO of Kiuas. So can we get a round of applause for Nea?
Thanks. Good evening, everyone. Thanks for a fun introduction. As said, my name is Nea Harjanne, and I have the privilege of being the CEO of Kiuas, Finland's leading startup accelerator. Startup acceleration as a word usually means nothing to people who haven't been around that bubble, so I thought I'd take a minute to kind of share with you the thought of what does it mean to be a founder, what are startups in our perspective, and then hopefully open up a little, what does acceleration then mean in that context? So as you can see, what we're trying to do is help great founders build world-changing companies. And what do we mean by world-changing? Is that we believe at Kiuas that there is a lot of potential in startups to actually solve a lot of hard societal problems. When we think about startups, it's usually, we talk a lot about the buzz around them, but we feel that we are the best place to help the founders that are trying to solve the really hard problems. Problems like elderly being lonely, that we're going to have a lot more of elderly people. We then found an amazing group of founders who thought that this is a big problem. How do we solve it? How do we make sure that elderly are no longer lonely? We'll try and match them up with high schoolers so that they have people to keep them company. We have an epidemic of diabetes too. We had founders who thought that this is a big problem. How can we try and make sure that people can stay healthy in the years to come? They figured out a way to hook people up to a sensor that enables them to keep a track of their health. When the pandemic started, we helped founders who noticed that companies and facilities were not receiving safety equipment fast enough. So they just saw this as a problem, figured out a way to buy and ship safety equipment faster than before, and then now built a company of B2B wholesale marketplace on top of that. And now that you know what sort of problems we're trying to help people solve, we come to the part of acceleration. How do we help the founders solve those really big problems? We like to think that we've created a collection of different tools that, as concretely as possible, solve the pain points of the founders that I just described before. In the very beginning, we found out that we have a lot of people with founder potential who don't have enough understanding of what does it actually mean to build a startup. What are the building blocks? How does a startup business work? We then created a free and open for all course with Aalto University, Maki VC, Aalto Ventures program, and Reactor to offer really high level of education into entrepreneurship and startups, free for absolutely anyone to take. Usually, when they get that education, they understand what our startup's supposed to be like, they might end up with a startup idea. Usually, their next pain point then is, I might have a good idea, but I have no idea how to build this. Or I'm a technical person, I know how to build this, but I have no idea how to make a business out of this problem. We then built a platform for these people to connect. Now we have a free and open for all platform with 2,000 founders that are looking for team members. Anyone can join by listing their own startup idea, that I'm looking for someone to join my idea, or if you don't have an idea of your own, you can look for all these super cool projects on the platform and join them. Once you have a great team and you have a great idea and you're solving a big problem, it's time to head for our flagship program called the Kiuas Accelerator. Twice a year, we select 20 startups at a time every spring and fall, and for 10 weeks, we'll do everything in our power to accelerate their journey to the next level. What that means is throughout the 10 weeks, we match these startups with our coach pool of 150 top-of-the-line serial entrepreneurs, investors, industry experts to give them as much one-on-one mentoring as possible. We'll teach them on all the topics that are necessary for all the founders, and we'll help them figure out what are the obstacles keeping them from taking it to the next level, whether that be a funding round, growing their revenue, or getting their first customers. This is what we're really good at, taking you to the next step. So far, I should have actually updated my slides. Now we're up to 500 founder alumni within our programs. So far, luck or talent involved, we've managed to create something that a lot of the founders are really happy with. 100% of the participating startups or founders in our programs would recommend our services to other founders. And over the years, we've managed to create some real impact within the Finnish founder community as well. Currently, the Starting Up course is one of the most internationally taken courses at Aalto University. Over 10,000 people have already completed the course. As mentioned, we have over 2,000 founders on the platform looking for team members, and we are getting close to 300 companies that have gone through the Kiuas programs. Those founders have managed to solve their problems quite well, as they then have gone on to raise over 200 million euros of funding after participating in the Kiuas programs. So, if you are a startup founder, you're looking to solve a really hard problem, and you're looking to do it in a very ambitious way, look for Kiuas. We are the right place for you to take you to the next level. I really hope to see your application the next period around. Thank you.
Thank you, Nea, and thank you, Kiuas. Another perfect example of what's happening at Startup Sauna. You should definitely be there. Hopefully I'll see some of you next week. There's probably an event happening next week, Ahmed. There is, yes. Good. Next up we'll have not the best hackathon, because we are at Dash and Dash is the best hackathon, but we're gonna have Akseli Aho, who's the CEO of Junction. Please give a round of applause for Aksu.
Hi all, it's lovely to see you all here. My name is Akseli Aho. I am the CEO of the largest and the best hackathon in the world. Actually, super nice to see you here, and I would like to thank the Dash team for organizing such a great event. I think they deserve a round of applause for making this happen. And also, I would like to give a shout out to my roommate Väinö, who is a participant in Dash and made a really great project with his team. Woo-hoo! But yeah, to the topic. So, I'm from Junction, and Junction was originated in 2015, actually the same year as Valo Hotelli, so I think many great innovations have been born during 2015. And back then, it was an idea that the Aalto ES board had, and they had the vision and the idea that what if we would organize the largest and the best hackathon, not just in Finland or Europe, but in the whole world. That was the vision that they had, and they started to work on it. Of course, in 2015, Junction wasn't the largest, or maybe not the best hackathon, but that planted the seed for the future years to come. And 2015 really proved that the concept worked. We received a lot of participants, a lot of happy partners after the event, and that motivated the team to continue the project next year. 2016, Junction doubled its size, so we received already 900 participants and around 20 partners, and then the people thought that, okay, this has been working for 2 years. I think we should look more into this and start to think that why do we actually work on this idea or project? They came up with the mission of Junction, and to give a little background to this mission, I will touch upon the same topics as Kiuas and Aaltoes already did. So we at Junction believe that there is a lot of problems in the world, and I think we can all see this. For example, the energy crisis that's happening. There's a lot of issues in the world. For example, the hunger. People don't have enough clean water in places, and we believe that to solve these problems, there is a piece of technology in the innovations. So we want to tackle the root cause of making people pursue these ideas, and we think that for people to make great innovations, they need to be excited about technology. So that's the first part. And we also know that people, like one person alone, won't be changing the world, so we need great teams behind the ideas to work on them and actually make them happen. So that's why we want to bridge the gap between creators, we want to bring people together, and we want to make them fall in love with technology. The team in 2016 thought that, okay, we have been doing hackathons, but there must be other ways that on how we can achieve this mission. And Junction has been trying a variety of things during the 7 or 8 years that we have operated. So we have done hackathons, we have done so-called mini hackathons that last for like 4 to 5 hours. We have tried speaker events, coding workshops, and actually we develop our own software, which is called Junction App, and it allows people to organize their own hackathons and host it on the Junction app for free. So it offers features such as like creating teams inside the app, returning projects, reviewing the projects of the other teams. So that application itself is also a way to bring people together digitally and make them excited about technology. So this is the kind of the portfolio and the components that we have in it. The reason why we are nowadays more focused on hackathons is that hackathons are one of the best ways to excite people about technology, but during hackathons, people really turn ideas into reality. I gave a shout out to Väinö, but that's for a reason, because they turn in just 48 hours an idea to a concrete project which they can, which their partner can, for example, take on, develop a bit further, and commercialize to their customers. So people, when they join hackathons, I think it's a really empowering experience that you kind of realize that how much you can develop during the 48 hours. And I hope that it kind of leaves the picture to your mind that I did this in 48 hours, what could I do in 2 months? Junction has been around since 2015, so about 7.5 years now. We have had over 100 events, which have reached over 20,000 applicants. And Junction has been organizing events since 2016 in all around the world. The first Junction event that was abroad was in Japan. And from there we have expanded to Europe, Africa, other parts of Asia. And on the right, you can see some of the locations that we this year have had events. Now you all know what a hackathon is. You have been participating here. And I would really love to see all of you in Junction's main event as well. So Junction 2022 is happening from 4th to 6th of November. We will have 1,800 attendees in the event. It's a completely live event like this one. It's happening in Dipoli in Otaniemi. And we have 18 challenges from brilliant, brilliant partners. These are some of the partners that trust us this year. So you might know some of these names. And we are super happy with the situation and the challenges that we managed to gather this year. It's going to be a really exciting hackathon. And even though Junction is a tech-focused hackathon, we are specifically looking for more designers and business students to join our hackathon, because we have seen that, and I think you have also realized it during these events, that multidisciplinary teams can create the best results for whatever problem there is. I would like to end this presentation by giving you a next step. This is a QR code to our Telegram channel. So there you can stay up to date with all the Junction events and things that we do. And our main event applications close next Sunday, after which we will accept the participants to the event. So apply to Junction, come experience the at least equally good hackathon as this is. And thank you very much.
Thank you, Akseli. That was a bit about Junction. Again, I will also be volunteering at Junction, so I hope I will see at least all of you there. Next, but not least, we're going to have Helmi Puustinen, who's the CLO of Wave Ventures. Helmi will be the last speaker of this little event, and then we will move on to the winning ceremony. But before the prize giving ceremony, can we still have a big round of applause for Helmi?
So, hello everyone. It's super nice to see you. Hopefully you've had an amazing dash this year. I'm happy to represent you Wave Ventures. I'm the CLO of Wave Ventures, Helmi. And here I have Aleksi with me.
Yeah, great to be here. I'm Alex Päkkilä. I've actually participated in Dash twice before and once in Junction, so I can imagine how exciting and fun weekend you have had. But yeah, I've been myself building and doing different projects under Aaltoes for the past 3 or so years, and currently part of the Wave Ventures team as investment manager with Helmi and other 3 team members, and also doing the Silta project that Ahmed mentioned previously under Aaltoes. So happy to tell you more about Silta also at some point if you are interested. But yeah, Helmi, please tell more about Wave.
Yeah, and first, fun fact, actually I was drafting Dash agreements last year, so I've also been part of Dash. But yeah, we are not here listening about Dash, we are here for Wave Ventures. And yeah, as said, Wave Ventures, we're the first and largest Nordic student-run VC, and we're here to support the earliest stage young founders from the Nordics. But before we hop into Wave, it's important that you know what venture capital is, because otherwise it's yeah. Please raise your hand if you've heard of venture capital. And okay, great. Some of you know at least, but let's have a small one-on-one what venture capital is. So, venture capital is a form of private equity, which means that the investor trades money for shares of the company. What makes venture capital so different then? A venture capital firm runs different funds, as we do. We have Wave Ventures runs funds. The money comes from limited partners, as we see here. Those can be like angel investors, family offices, or other entities. We call them, hi, we're like launching a new fund, would you like to be a part of it? Then they are like, absolutely, we want to be a part of it. When we get at least 3 times return of the money we give you, then we are like, yeah, absolutely. The fund invests in several startups. What makes these startups special is that those have the highest growth potential of all of them. Then, after time goes on, at least a few of them are successful, I mean. And they return the fund multiple times the money we invested in them. Then the fund returns the investment to the limited partners, and our limited partners are happy, hopefully. And that's a venture capital in a nutshell. Yeah. And to mention, venture capital is really high risk and high return private equity. Yeah. But about Wave. So as said, we are the first student-run VC in the Nordics. We were founded in 2016. We have deep roots in the Finnish ecosystem, as our founder is a former CEO of Slush, Andreas Saari. Currently, we're a team of 5. We're from various backgrounds from the top universities of Finland. We're located here in Helsinki, and also we have Valtteri in Stockholm. We have 2 funds. First one we've already invested fully, and we're happy to launch our second fund, which is 2 million euros. But why does Wave exist? We believe that supporting the unconventional minds is a key crafting a better next generation. And how do we do that? We're investing at the earliest stage to the most ambitious young founders to help them to make take the first leap. Our investment thesis is a combination of these three parts. First step, we want to be as easy access VC for the first-time founders as possible. So we hope that it's easy for you to come to talk with us. We're also close at the university ecosystem, so we help the projects that want to commercialize the projects. Secondly, as the young investors ourselves, we know the wants and needs of our peers. That means that the companies we back, we're usually the potential customers for them. And last but not least, sustainable development comes hand in hand with our values, and we really want to support the ones who want to change the world to the better direction. But yeah, now if you're a founder or becoming a founder and you think, okay, how can Wave help us or me? As said, we really invest in the earliest stage, so we can help you to become a full-timer, or if you need money for the product development, we're here. As already said multiple times, we are located in the Nordics, so we know the local market here. Our ticket size, so the investment itself, is 25 to 50K. And if we see a real potential in you, we're also able to do follow-on investments and back you up later on in your journey. Yeah, but about our portfolio companies, so that this is not just a talk, we have here our first fund. Maybe you're familiar with Block Enterprises, or Brick, or Boxy. And then there's also some of our first investments for the second fund we are launching now. And as we're here with many entities, background from Aaltoes, also many of our portfolio companies have background from there, so you're in a good hands, I'd say. But yeah. Further ado, here's a QR code for you. If you feel like you'd like to have a chat with us and need us to help change the world with you, we're here to help you with the first leap to becoming a next Volt. I mean, also Bolt, but Volt. So yeah, feel free to come and chat with us and share ideas. We'll be at the after party. But yeah, thank you.
Thank you, Helmi and Allu. So, you heard 4 different entities, actually 5 different entities. All of these are going to be present there in the afterhack in a while, so feel free and go talk to them, get to know them, what they do, and ask them questions. They are here to help you. Then, we are soon getting the winning prizes. Some teams have already been chosen from some companies, still waiting on a couple, but we will start the prize giving ceremony at exactly 5 o'clock. So please go to the stage, or if you have something to eat it now, and then come to the polku area, and we start at 5 with the prize giving ceremony. Thank you. Amazing to have all of you here now. You actually, participants, did so good solutions so that the companies are still banging their heads in the wall and like thinking about who should they give the prizes to. So, once again, I'm Henrik Asklöf. It's so nice to see all of you here. The entire polku filled with amazing, amazing people, a lot of white dash shirts, and we could actually start this off with a small speech of like getting the time to run. So those white shirts, I'm really jealous about those because I wanted to have the white shirt, but we got decided that we got black shirts and those look so cool. So I'm a bit jealous about all of those. So nice to see many of them there. But yeah, let's go into the agenda of today. So we are first going to summarize a bit the weekend. How many of you during these last 2 nights or in the hackathon did sleep over 20 hours? Raise your hand up. Over 20 hours, so 10 hours a night. No one. Okay, then let's go a couple of hours down. How many did sleep over 15 hours? Some, but not the majority yet. How about 12, so 6 a night? Around half of the people. Who did sleep under 10 hours? Yeah, quite many. Oh, yeah, and then I saw a lot of people here yesterday later. Was there anyone who slept under 8 hours? Oh, quite many hands. Still any under 7? Couple. Any under 5? So no one did an all 48 hour, which is good because that would be not healthy. Yeah. There is also, you have been probably seeing some cameras around during the weekend, and they have been doing a lot of work, our video team. And let's do a short summary from the weekend, from the video team.
I think design thinking is very, very important, and it's important for all of us, and it's important for startups, for any entrepreneur, for anybody. So I mean, I really think that we can use design thinking to change the world. The quality of ideas, the quality of the teams, you know, really brilliant. So it's been yeah, fantastic experience.
It's not only about the great amount of ideas that we get in here, but it's also the people.
And then I think also, you know, we have some fantastic assignments, you know, tasks from the companies, you know, to work on, and some very good companies. I think that the companies that are not here, you know, are missing out. So I think that you have the opportunity to have some really brilliant young minds from all over the planet working on your problems.
Yeah. As you might have seen, Peter Westerbacka was here yesterday mentoring some teams, and he really liked what all of you are doing, and I think all of the party representatives can agree upon that there has been so many amazing people here. And since there is all amazing people also on the participant side, that's amazing to have all of you here, but there has also been people on the other side of the table. And there has been a 4-person core team during this year, organizing this event for you. So I would now love to present to you and get to the stage the entire core team. So let's get everyone on the stage. Yeah. You have maybe seen these 3 people here, amazing people running around the weekend, doing a lot of stuff. Amazing job from all of our amazing core people, but also our volunteers. We couldn't do this without, even though we are 4 people here, we are over 70 people on the volunteer group. So let's give a huge round of applause for all of the volunteers. And then I'll give the mic first to Santeri, because Santeri was the first person that I recruited to this team, and he has been in charge of getting all of these amazing partners here into this hackathon. So could you please introduce yourself?
Yeah, I have had a couple of discussions with some of you. Maybe my audience has been more on the partner side, but I would like to say that whoever I have discussed over the 1.5 years, they are very innovative people. So this is an event that gathers same-minded people together in one weekend. So it's really nice to see that you share the same mentality that we do. So thank you for all parties that are here today.
Thank you. And give a huge round of applause to Santeri to get all of these amazing partners here. Because without them, we couldn't be here. So thank you for you. Then the person, the mastermind behind getting all of the content out. Leah here, she has been the backbone of the autumn. She has been the sane voice, the stability of all of us three young guys here. And yeah, Leah, could you introduce yourself?
Thank you. Hi everybody, I'm Leah Martin. I'm the head of marketing, and as Henka said, I started this autumn in August, and I inherited a very talented and motivated team, and I am so very lucky from people who have skills with visuals and video and copywriting. So a lot of my work has been delegating and checking in and saying, is everything okay? And then my team is always like, yeah, we've got it covered. So my job has been really wonderful, and thank you to everyone who has been here this weekend, smiling in all the photos. We can't wait to share the photos we've taken with you in a follow-up email later this week. And then we also can't wait for you to see the after movie that's going to be coming. We'll have some sneak peeks coming as we creep closer to the big launch of the after movie.
Yeah, you could see the first sneak peek here, but there is, oh boy, there is a lot of material and amazing material, so you should be waiting for that. Thank you, Leah. Then, last but definitely not least, our operationals lead, Santeri. I just read Santeri on the screen. Rami. This venue has been amazing. We have to thank Valo for providing these amazing facilities, but even though there is amazing facilities, there is also a lot of things we have built by ourselves. And all of the nice decoration you see here, of course, Valo already has quite a lot of them, so we just elaborated more, but there has been a lot of operative tasks to get done. And I've been part of 3 dashes this year, until this year, and actually we have had 3 events this year, so 2 parties and this. So it has been, this event has been the most easy event to organize in an operational point of view. It has been the most structured, and I hope that it has been visible also for you, the participants. And this guy here has been in charge of that. So, Rami. Would you like to introduce yourself?
Okay, thank you guys. So, as Henrik told, my name is Rami, and I'm the head of operations here. Wow, okay, I'm not the stage guy here. I have my teammate Elis, who has been dealing all this stage talking here, so it's a bit nervous moment for me. But yeah, this is the weekend that we have been waiting for with our whole team for the whole year. And I've been smiling the whole weekend and seeing my team working their ass off for this event. Sorry about that. And disclaimer for the participants, the execution of this event has been perfect. It has been going according to plans.
Almost.
And this, almost, yeah. And this is a good place to appreciate all of the volunteers that I have in my team. Thank you for being part of Dash 2022 to organize this event, and I hope to see you all here next year. I won't be on the core team, but most definitely I will be a volunteer, because without the volunteers we wouldn't be here. So thank you all and enjoy the rest Dash Hack 2022.
Yeah, so as Rami told here, he will actually be stepping in some new boots together with Elis into Aalto ES project Ignite, so the student accelerator next summer, and oh boy, I'm gonna wait what that's gonna look like. And yeah, as you said, your team has done an amazing work to get everything done. They are actually working at the moment. They are deconstructing all of the rooms while we are just speaking, so they are doing an amazing job. So this was a bit of an introduction of the team, and thank you. Shit. What the fuck is happening? This was the first time the clicker did not work on this stage, and there is no event without a clicker not working. So now let's go. Yeah, so let's go into the award ceremony. We are here going to have this schedule today, so Kalmar will be the first, presenting their winners, then Vaisala, then Fazer, then VTT, then ABB. And let's first go through some practicalities to get this running smoothly, because we have quite a lot of things to go through here. So we are going to be giving prizes for runner-ups and then the winners. And we are first going to have the runner-ups coming to the stage, then the company will tell a little bit about the runner-up, we are taking a picture of them, and then after that the runner-up will go away from the stage, because this is so small, and then the winning team will then come back on the stage, and then we are going to get pictures with them. And a little bit about the prizes. So the runner-ups are going to receive prizes from small memorable prizes from the companies, and then the winning team will receive €1,000 as a team, and then an amazing 3D printed award from our amazing visuals team, and they will receive those after the event. So let's start this with Kalmar. I would like to get Kalmar's representatives on the stage. Thank you. Let's now go Clint. If I click 1, it doesn't show anything. Yeah. Yeah. Good. So, the stage is yours. You're welcome. You can introduce yourself and then introduce the runner-ups first and then the winners. Yeah. Oh, good. Now, you.
Okay. Yeah. All right. So, my name is Miika Moromäki. I'm the head of digitalization at Kalmar. And the solution that we had, or not the solution, well, also maybe a solution for this one, but the challenge was how can Kalmar improve our customers' sustainability, productivity, and safety with machine data. So what we did is that we gave access to AWS Cloud and all the data that exists there for a certain period of time, and we gave the tools to really use the data. So it was amazing to see that the teams were really able to access the cloud and start working on it. So first we were quite afraid that, how will this work, and students with computer science background, but are they still able to concretely use the tools and everything and get the access? So we did get, we had already a chat with our IM team at Kalmar, and they said that there are already costs coming in from all the teams. So it's been now verified that it did work for everyone. And yeah.
Sure, I'm Riikka Laitasalo, HR Director for Services and Technology in Kalmar. And overall, I mean, it's been an amazing event again. This is our second year here, and really great interactions with all the students, with the Dash team and so on. So thank you all for that.
Yeah, exactly. Maybe to add to that would be that it's not only been just that not only the amazing ideas that we get on the solution, but it's been so fun here. So it's great to see all the enthusiasm that people have to solve the issues and that we have presented. But I wrote something else. What was it that, the stuff that I would like to take back, like when I go, to work with my teams next week, would be that, that the ability that you have to put yourself in the customer's shoes. So that's like one thing that I feel that when you're working in the offices, so you just often talk to your colleagues, and you just look at the monitor and stuff. So it's difficult to understand what it is like in the customer operations and what the customer is really like facing, all the challenges. So you were able to do that quite nicely. So that's like one thing that I would like to also my team to do. And of course they already are doing it, but we can always improve, so to say. And well, just to mention also a couple other things is like well, maybe the main thing would be the service design methods that you have in use. So that's also another thing. Yeah, I guess we can continue then.
So first up, the runners up.
Yes. So, well, yeah, we have 2 runners up and then we have 1 winner. But before I go to those, so I'll just mention that all these 3 teams that now will be mentioned here, so all these 3 will be invited to present to the Kalmar Digitalization Leadership Team. So the big bosses will like to hear what you have to say, so you will have a second chance to present your nice ideas. Then the criteria that we utilize to evaluate and prioritize the different teams here. So the first one was customer challenge understanding. So how good were you able to really pinpoint the real issue that the customers have, and on a quite detailed level, and on a also user level, not only high level, but really understanding that who is that person whose life you're improving. And then the second one would be the solution concept. So what kind of what was the real solution that you had in place, and also is it implementable? So when I go back to the office, so can I start developing it right away, or is there still some parts missing? Third one would be the benefits. So did you understand the benefits for each of the customer roles and the value proposition? So what is the value behind it? And the fourth one would be the business model. So did you understand the value real and were you able to monetize it in a way that we could understand what you mean by it? And then the fifth one would be machine data. So because we did provide you with the set of data, so did you utilize it in your solution description? Lastly, the sixth one would be the overall process, like how you collaborated with the whole Kalmar team, what kind of questions you had. And lastly, like the pitch that you also presented. So that's it. And without further things, I would say that, or you can show them, yeah.
So, here are the Can we get the runner-ups on the stage? So, Kalmar team 9 and team 6. So you are going to get to pitch your ideas a second time.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
And while you're coming here, so just want to highlight a couple small things about the team 6, because there were many teams that were looking into safety, but the team 6 were really able to make it into clear gamification model, and they were using nice things taken from video games that you have certain amount of lives per shift, and when you can, if you do some stupid things while operating, so you can lose lives. So it's kind of because it's a safety thing. So it was quite on the point, and it's yeah. And maybe then on the team number 9, so it was quite difficult to choose, for the winner. Well, even for the 3 best ones here. But the team number 9 was able to really make it concrete, and it's something that we are already working on. But they were able to bring some ideas into it that we are not doing yet. So in my team, I have a data scientist. So I will what I will do next is to give your idea to him and get him working on it. Or then we'll hire you to do that instead. Let's see what we come up with.
Thank you. Then can we take a picture with all of us on the stage? The camera will be up there. Yes. Let's wait for the first picture. Thank you.
All right. So then to the winner. So why was this one? So I'll tell you first like why we chose this number 7. So first of all, it was branded very nicely. So, you know, because it's not only about, you know, computer design and business, but also like the whole like, you know, visual element and the graphical side and kind of the branding side. So that is important, and it's very implementable in a way that it's an existing solution that we have, but this is again like bringing something additional to the solution that we have. So, and we are not doing this yet, although we should be working towards this solution already. And this team was also the one that was writing us the most in the chat. They had a chat with them, you know, chatting most with the whole team, like having continuous discussions, but, you know, not only discussing, but also they were able to listen and hear what we were saying, and they took that feedback into the solution. And so that was, I think, very important. And lastly, they utilized the data set also that we provided. So without further ado.
Now we can get the drum rolls. Team number 7. This is now the first winner of this year. Can we have the account manager? Were you only 3 people? Okay, yeah. Yeah. Oh, but yeah, you can take the flowers for him. And then you also got this nice 3D printed trophy that all of you are going to receive one by yourself. And you can read on it that there is the Kalmar Challenge winner and then Dash Hack 2022. Yes. And then all of you are going to receive, we will take your contacts after this. And now, can we get the picture with the company's representatives and the team? Thank you.
Well done.
You can your team can also get that that. Yeah, so as mentioned, all of these 3 teams will go and present these ideas onwards. Do you have any last words?
Let's see you again here next year.
Woo! Thank you. And then, amazing to have the first winner. And then let's go to the next challenge. Thank you, Kalmar. You can put it there. The next company is no other than Vaisala. Vaisala has been bringing so many people here, and they have been so eager. They have actually had their own video guy here not competing, but together with our aftermovie team, and they are also providing a lot of amazing moments here. And collaboration has been really, really nice from my side. So welcome Vaisala to the stage.
Okay, hi. Thank you, everyone. Yeah, just to recap on what our challenge was to the teams that came along. As we all know, we're facing some environmental challenges across the world right now. And within Vaisala, we've been focusing very heavily now on the way that observation data can feed into forecast information and make that much more accurate. And our challenge was basically just assume that you can have any kind of weather parameter at very high accuracy, at very high density across the city, and then turn that into some form of service that does either good or is a business benefit to the community around you. Now, when we set that challenge, we were a little worried because it's very, very open, and we didn't know whether we'd get a reasonable number of ideas coming through, and I have to say I've been absolutely delighted with the diversity of the ideas that have come out from the teams and the quality of those actual ideas as well. It's very clear that an awful lot of hard work has gone into into everything that's been presented to us, and I want to definitely thank the teams very much for that work and dedication that they've shown. As you said earlier on, there's some people that have slept not very much during this weekend, which I can see, actually. It's definitely the case. Yeah, so stay awake, everyone, okay. Yeah, and I think that one of the things as well is that this idea of having new, fresh ideas coming from teams like yourselves is actually really, really important for companies like ours, because we've been around for nearly, 85 years. So, we've seen a lot. However, what we've been getting over the last few days has been some really new and interesting thinking that I'd like to, to point out when we come to the presentation of those who've won. One thing I would say is that our sort of collaboration, if you like, with people at your stages of study is actually very, very strong. And if you keep an eye on our website, around about January to February, we start a process of 2 different ways that you can interact with our company. The first one is a project or a scheme called Giant Leap, where actually at this time of year, very shortly now, the entire organization in Vaisala will be asked to define projects that they would like to get done, but maybe the business as usual gets in the way of those projects. So these are real, honest research projects in one format or another, and sometimes they can be very, very science heavy, sometimes they could be marketing heavy. There's a broad range, and these are actually projects that really make a difference to our organization, and it gives you the chance to come and work on those projects for around about 3 months during the summer period, and we expect a project report at the end of it and delivery on that. And you're very, very welcome, anybody in this room, to apply for those when they come out. The other opportunity that is very similar about in timing is for a summer internship, where you come in and actually join the teams that are working in Vaisala, work alongside them and do good work during that period. So these are really, really genuine opportunities. So we've had a lot of discussion over everything that's going on, so I think probably now's the time to put people out of their misery.
Yeah, those sounds really, really interesting. First, the runner-up. This, can we get a drum roll? The runner-up is team number 2. Can we get you on the stage?
Yeah, congratulations. Yes, umbrellas.
Oh, open them. Oh, those are nice umbrellas. You forecast the rain away. And then can we take a picture?
Oh, sorry.
No worries. Thank you. Thank you, Vaisala team number 2. Then
I'd just like to say that this team brought quite an interesting, different viewpoint to what was possible, and we're very thankful to them for the work that they've done. It's been really excellent.
thank you. Then to the winner of Vaisala's challenge. Some drum roll, please. And the winner is, I don't know it yet, so the winner is team number 4. Can we get team number 4 on the stage? Woohoo!
Thanks, man.
And you are receiving the same 1,000 euros for the team and the flowers and the trophy. Yeah. And then a photo. Thank you. I mean, you have the team number 4 here has. You can keep it if you want.
There we go. Yeah, you put it on your wall.
And yeah, the team I have been following also them along during this week, and they have always a smile on their face, and that is something I really like to see.
Yeah.
So, and you also saw them smiling on the short movie there.
Yeah, and I'd just like to say that the idea that they came up with was really quite novel in some ways, looking at the way that the environment affects our health and well-being on a day-to-day basis. And what we really liked about their pitch was the fact that they had a really clear go-to-market, and they had angles that we hadn't really looked at before. So just shows just how important this event has been for us. So great stuff. Thank you very much indeed to everybody that took part.
Thank you for having you as well here. Then the next team is the next company is Fazer. Fazer, actually, you said in the excursion that you have been 2 times. Actually, this is your 3rd time here as a partner. I got told that there was a 3rd time in Levi. I looked at the partner deck and I saw Fazer there as well. But I mean, whatever the case, you have been here many times, and you have always also brought a lot of nice treats for all of the participants to get, and those have been really nice. Here's the mic, it's muted, so unmute it, and then tell a bit about Fazer and about the challenge.
Hello, my name is Noora Hiltula, and I'm the head of design at Fazer Confectionery. And our challenge was about the future of candy. So how can we conceptualize the candy so that it's still enjoyable and pleasant, but without the guilty feel that we all feel when we eat too much candy and too often. So I just want to thank you, everybody, from the participants and the organizers. At least for me, this is the 2nd time, and I feel that it's only getting better every year. It has been really a pleasure for us to see the solutions. It were really different from each other, and we are really happy for the solutions, but also the discussions that we have had during the mentoring sessions and in between. So thank you from the Fazer team. Then I hand to you.
Yeah, hi everyone. On my behalf as well, my name is Rita Merisano, and I'm the Associate Brand Manager at Fazer Confectionery Finland. I have really nothing further to add to Noora's comments. Just a big thank you to everyone who participated, and thank you for the great solutions, and hope you had a sweet weekend.
Definitely had. And actually, your teams have been doing market research in the hotel. A couple of the teams were asking me about all of these, about the challenge. So I don't know if any of those came up there, but they had good ideas already then. So, are we going into the prizes?
Yeah, and before we go into or jump into the runner-up and winner, we would like to be a little rebellious here and give out another prize, honorable mention to one of the teams. We will not be inviting you to the stage, but we have something special, something sweet for you as a prize. The honorable mention goes to a team that had a very valuable insights. Their solution was innovative, and we just wanted to highlight that as well here. And the team that gets the honorable mention is team number 2 with the Nonin concept. So let's give a hand of big applause to them. All right, then to the runner-up. We have very short justification, very short reasoning for our choice, but the big things that made us choose this particular team for the runner-up was that their solution was based on great insight. They had a very delicious concept and clear consumer benefits in their solution. And do you want to? yeah, drum roll. The runner-up is team number 5.
Can we get team number 5 on the stage? Woo. Congratulations.
Yeah, there is a prize inside the envelope. It looks very small, but there's something very nice inside.
Yeah, Len, let's take a picture, look up. Great, thank you. That looks delicious.
Yep, it's getting sweeter and sweeter. So the winner of our Fazer challenge was a solution that was built on great insight. It was very much feasible. It had great commercial potential. And one thing we also wanted to highlight here was the fact that this team in particular used the design thinking methods very well and also documented them for us to see. So we got a lot of value from this particular team and solution. Yes, and the winner is team number 3.
Woo! Can we get team number 3 on the stage? And can we get Jaakko here as well? I think this is the sweetest prize today. There's no any hands to get everything. There's so much things. Yeah, then let's take a picture. And a big round of applause to Fazer team number 3.
Thanks. Thank you. Thanks.
Thank you, Fazer. Now we are a bit over the half point, and we are going into. There should be. We are going into VTT next. So can we get VTT's representatives on the stage? Yeah. While we are waiting for the slides. They came really fast. Can you a bit elaborate on how the weekend went?
Yes, thank you. So my name is Annina Rosenberg. I'm from VTT's Talent Acquisition and Employer Branding team. And as being a part of that particular team at VTT, the theme of our case is very close to my heart. So in the time of like a war of talent, we were interested in hearing your thoughts on how to make VTT the most desirable place to work for a young talent or student, and how to attract and retain students to VTT. We were also eager to hear what are the most important values for young talents and what makes them want to work for a research center. And we have had very good conversations with all teams during the weekend, and we have gained so much insight and good ideas also outside the pitches and the presentations, so thank you for that at this point.
Okay, thanks. My name is Joonas Kovenius. I'm a research team leader at VTT, so basically a core part of my job is to attract, recruit and then retain talent at VTT, so this has been really inspiring to be here, see so many people excited to help us with this this topic. Yeah, let me also thank the organizers for this great opportunity to help you help us or allow you to help us solve the problems.
Yeah, thank you. Should we go into the prizes?
Into the runner-up then?
Yeah.
So we had a very difficult time choosing, actually, but what we liked about the runner-up was that they really focused on sort of the core work culture question, which really is the foundation for everything. They also saw like their solution formed a sort of a full cycle from attracting new people, having them have a good experience, and then that feeding into attracting more people. And their ideas were very practical, very implementable within a year, which was a criteria we had. So,
can we get some drum roll? Yeah. So, VTT, team number 1. Congratulations. And then a picture. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Okay, then on to the winner. We had some evaluation criteria, 4 of them, and the winner team excelled in all the criteria, and we thought that the problem statement was very crisp, and so was the solution statement. And the solution was also innovative and also practical. So all important parts. We liked that the team had more than one solution. From those solutions, most were very practical and easy and fast to implement, and also to assure that the experience is good not only for a person working at VTT, but also to a person interested in VTT. So it considered both the attracting and retaining part. So some drum rolls for the winner.
And the winner is team number 2. and then a picture. Thank you, Roope.
Thank you.
And thank you, VTT team number 2. And thank you, VTT, as well.
Thank you.
You get it. Now we don't have ABB. Then let's get ABB last, but definitely not least on the stage. Here is the mic unmuted. Let's welcome ABB.
So, hello everyone. I'm Kimmo Ollikainen and Global Design Manager at ABB Motion. So my team does industrial design, UX design, service design for the ABB Motion globally. And yeah, basically.
Yeah, so I'm Ignacio Rodriguez. I work in Smart Solutions of ABB, basically pushing the digitalization in the industry.
And then one thing here before we go into the prize is actually you have been a participant in Dash before.
Yeah, in 2019.
How is the experience different on this side than on the participant side? And would you have liked to be a participant in this year's hack?
I mean, I really miss the participation and the excitement of pitching and brainstorming. It's a very nice process, but being on the other side is also a nice experience. But I have to say that this new format of the hotel is actually very nice. It's also a very good touch.
Yeah, we are definitely sticking with it for the future as well.
May I say something? So just to add that actually for me, okay, Ignacio is already kind of experienced with this concept, but for me and I guess for ABB Motion it was the first time in Dash and in this kind of hackathon, so we were a bit struggling also with what kind of challenge we would give, and now we just, I don't know, here it is. So install-based energy optimization might not say much, but it means that our customers have these powertrains that operate many kind of machinery, and just by optimizing some parameters, the customer can save energy for free. So we had this idea that we could create the service concept out of this. And yeah, I have to say we had 6 amazing teams and we had very good solutions in this given small time frame. Maybe next year we might give a bit smaller task because we realized that 48 hours is still 48 hours. But very good work, everybody. And also we plan to have this kind of follow-up session with all the participants. So we will invite all the 6 teams to that kind of that.
Whoa!
We actually go.
So you couldn't choose then winners, everyone is a winner.
Yeah, everyone is a winner, kind of. And our lead service designer Vesa will go through with every team, like how was the deliverables, how was the process, and so on. So that's to be expected.
Oh, that's really, really, really nice.
Yeah, so related with how we evaluated, it was quite difficult to choose a winner. But basically the criteria was, okay, how was the value proposition for ABB and ABB side and from the customer side? If you guys understand well the problem that we had on the table, also the feasibility of the solution, if it was easy to implement or not. The desirability for the customer, if the solution is desirable for them. Then a clarity of the presentation, of course, it was very nice to see the presentation, some of them very funny, and nice to see how you guys convey the message in a presentation, really, really nice. Also, we evaluate the novelty of the solution. It's something, and also the process, how the process is done, and yeah. So, yeah.
Maybe still before going to the selections, that these 3 teams, we have kind of selected now the honorary mention, then runner-up and winner. And those teams also will come to present to our head of Smart Labs and technology manager the concept later on. So that's also.
Whoa. So we are starting with 3 teams going to pitch this idea further and then ending the ceremony with 3 pitches in the company's places as well. That's really, really nice. Thank you. Yeah, the runner-up. Yeah, let's first have the honorable mention.
Yeah, okay, so our honorary mention goes to team number 2. And the reasoning was that there was like a lot of potential, and this AI was very interesting. For also, we had actually in the jury people from all over the organization online, so people would just like to learn more, and that kind of chance will be given. So you will pitch it with more time soon.
Great. And then we are going to the runner-up. Yeah. So let's give. The runner-up is going to be team number
3.
Amazing! Let's get team number 3 on the stage.
But hey, we have actually now 4 presents, and you were.
Because they one less.
Yeah, but you can have.
Yep. You get all of them.
Yes.
Great. And then a picture to remember this moment. Great, thank you. Then, the last winner.
Yeah, just a couple of words. So this winner was, we had long discussions, but maybe we could put it into short that they didn't actually do what we were asking, but they did what we were needing. So it was kind of most innovative and most surprising of all the proposals, and actually not anything random, but something that we really need in the organization. So they had crafted some additional sales arguments as well. It's gonna be team number 5.
Whoa! Let's get the last winning team on the stage. ABB, team number 5. And then let's give those to the center as well. All of you are going to get those 3D printed. Yeah, and then a picture. Thank you. And thank you also ABB.
Thanks.
Yeah, this was now all of the 5 partners, and we have, if I calculate rightly, we got 12 winning teams out of 10, which is unexpected, but really, really nice. Then we are going, before we are going to the afterworks, which will happen down there. We go into some practicalities, because this is now kind of the last day of this hackathon year. Of course, we are going to do follow-ups with both you, the partners, and the volunteers. And, the slide decks are changing. But yeah, the year is starting to come to an end. But that always means that there is coming a new year after that. And I heard a lot of you have already wanted to be either next year part of that side, either the partner side, the participant side, but a lot of you have already shown some interest towards also organizing a hackathon like this, and most probably in a really cool hotel like this hotel. Then a bit about how could you get involved into the Dash organizing part. So we are now opening the recruitments of actually the 3 core members here beside me. I will continue to lead the next year's hackathon, so there's going to be some continuity from my part, but we are going to get 3 new, eager and enthusiastic. The 3 new people have really big boots to fill, but I hope and I think that they will do it. So we are going to open the core people recruitment next Monday, so tomorrow, and it will be open for 1 week. And the people who can apply for that is people who have seen this hackathon or then the bigger, and I would say the Europe's leading and best hackathon, Junction. So Junction volunteers, Dash volunteers and Dash participants can apply to this application, which will be open, and we will share this to all of you during next week. And then there's also going to be 2 other places or 2 other time periods where you can get involved. So this will be the core recruitments now really fast happening. And then after that, we are going to have the key volunteers recruited in the beginning of the year. So in January, the key volunteers are, the core people, they are using quite a lot of time to it. So it's most likely a kind of full-time job to do this. But then if you want to still do a lot of stuff, but don't use that much time, then to be a key volunteer in Dash is a really good way to do it. And all of this year's team is going to go around here in this event as well. So if you are eager to join of these, you can just grab our sleeves and come and talk to us as well. So if you want to do a key volunteer role, so still a lot of things to do and quite like middle amount of time and be like half a year with us, then in January. And then, of course, if you want to just come and help us, the most important volunteers are the volunteers that come and help during this weekend, because without them, nothing could happen. We can have good plans, but if the execution is not there, then nothing is getting done. So you can also get into this in August as a volunteer recruitment. So if you want to be part of organizing next year's Dash, so Dash 2023, you are going to be able to apply either next week, on January, and then on August. And as Ahmed already said, we have been an Aaltoes project for 5 years, as Junction was in the beginning, and they have been their own entity for how many years now? 5 years, so they have a 5-year head start, and we are now actually taking the same leap. So we are now becoming our own organization, an alumni project from Aaltoes. So this is also a new part where there is a lot of new things happening as well next year. So it's a really nice period to come and join Dash as well. But enough of these things, then let's go to the most important thing after the prizes. So the after hack, the afterworks of this hackathon. Now all of you have been able to meet your teams and your partners, but we want to also provide a place where you can meet other people in this hackathon, and also the lovely ecosystem people, and then all the other partners as well. So how this will happen is that you can leave your stuff into that luggage room there, and then we are going to set up these speakers and some music, and there is going to be a bar underneath this place where everyone will get 2 drinks tickets with this patch, the participants, partners and mentors. And the way that you get them is that there is a kind of a hole punch system in the bar, and then they will punch a hole, and all of you have 2 free drink tickets, and then of course the bar is free to use normally after that. And then the last thing, which I would like to thank here, yes, I know, the mentors. I've been waiting for this. So nothing could be done here. Like the most thing that brings together, the best thing that brings together the participants, the partners, and this hackathon is our beloved mentors. We have had a lot of mentors this year, even though the start of the mentoring booking system was a bit rocky. We got onto it, and I talked to a lot of you used them a lot, and they were helpful, and we are so glad to have amazing mentors here from industries, and then as well from IDBM. So a huge thanks for IDBM as well. Let's give a big round of applause for all of our mentors. They are the thing that makes Dash possible, because the companies knows what the companies are doing, the participants are really good at them, at what you are doing, but the mentors is the one that brings everyone together. Did I forget to thank someone else? Yeah, actually I did. Peter, you? Yes. So our beloved venue here, we started this session with a presentation of Valo. They have been really, really, really amazing to work with. So let's give a huge round of applause to Valo to be able to have this event here. And then let's close this hackathon and start the after hack outside of these places where you pitched. So let's go to the after hack. Thank you.